Welcome. This is your boy, the host, with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble D, Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Sunday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram, of course, the weekend edition. First and foremost, if you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. I'm humbled each and every single time you watch this show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. First and foremost, before I even started I hit the play, the community tab. Go to the community or whatnot. I already put the Axe Wrestle Cram up and ready. It is for you guys to go ahead and send out your questions. Go and send out your questions right now. Also, do not forget, I do have a Wrestle Cram Facebook page. It is Wrestle Cram Super Club. Wrestle Cram Super Club. Go check that out as well, you guys. What more can I talk about or whatnot? Let's, of course, the weekend show. We do have, of course, contract negotiations with the Elite, and also we have a update with Bray Wyatt. Also, your boy does have the Smackdown review, followed by the Rampage review, and after that, we do have, of course, the highlight of the weekend or whatnot, the week that was, the top 10, my top 10 of best wrestlers of the week. Now, I do know that there is a lot of great wrestlers of the week this go around, but I had to put it down and just smush it down to just 10 because it's a lot of stuff that is going on, including the draft. I'll talk about the draft a little bit on the tag in tomorrow, so stay tuned to the tag in, and I'll kind of break it down to some type of scientist critique of, wrestling. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into, of course, the weekend with the contract negotiations with the Elite. Of course, this is with WrestleTalk.com. Don't forget to go subscribe to WrestleTalk.com. I love WrestleTalk. Further delays, or is it further delays of the contract negotiation between the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and AEW have been revealed. With a number of AEW contracts due to expire at the end of 2023, WWE no doubt have their eyes on the key players of Tony Khan's company. The status of the negotiations for some of the AEW heavy hitters has now been revealed by Dave Meltzer, of course, of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Regarding contract negotiations with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, Barry Bloom is the point person negotiating their details. There are a lot of rumors, largely because Tony Khan said he thought Omega has agreed to a new deal because Omega was working Triple Mania. Because there's nothing new to report, the Omega's deal with time added on for the time off for the injury will expire late in the year, while the Bucks deal would be in the end of the year. Adam Page deal also expires at the end of the year. I wouldn't read anything into that. No way or another. Past at the point of no deal has been agreed to. It continues to give out who Barry Bloom is. Barry Bloom is a long-running representative as an agent with it comes to the contract negotiations, having represented the likes of Brock Lesnar, Triple H, Chris Jericho, Goldberg, among many other high-profile names in the wrestling industry. Okay, so let's get on to it. Let's talk about it. Of course, we're going to talk about it. The Young Bucks and the Elite. Now, once again, we do have confirmation that CM Punk will be back. Even though we're not talking about CM Punk, we are going to talk about CM Punk. CM Punk is coming back. Now, the thing is that they do not want to work with CM Punk, nor do they want CM Punk on, well, apparently they don't want CM Punk on the flagship show, which is Dynamite. So that's why we are, well, I think it was in the works anyway to make a collision and make a soft, they keep saying soft, what do we call it? A brand split, per se. And it's okay. It's okay that you don't want those people communicating with CM Punk. I mean, it is what it is. I've already made my peace and ranted about that you're supposed to be this good people. You're supposed to be these God-fearing Christians, but you don't know how to forgive. It is what it is. They want to take their ball and run. I don't see, just like CM Punk said, he said and I put it on my Facebook group page, the WrestleCram Super Club, where he's talking to MJF. CM Punk is talking to MJF. He said, you think the grass is greener on the other side until you get there. And now you're on the one of the part 4 of the pay-per-view and all of that stuff. Now, once again, I think Punk was over exaggerating, but once again, you are one of the well, they say you're not the pillars, but you're one of the people that build this company from the ground up. And for you to say that you want to go from there to the WWE, where there is a freeze on anything that consists of hiring, and they are having issues even with some of their highest people, with Drew McIntyre upset with his contract negotiations. So you can say whatever you want about going over to the WWE. I think that it's time that you just like Chris Jericho did, and bury the hatchet and try to make something out of nothing, because I promise you, right now you have nothing. You have nothing right now. The money is there. He's coming in June. I mean, come on. It is time to make AEW a cornerstone of professional wrestling as a whole. It is time for this to happen. And with you guys, the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, you can most definitely make that money. You can make that bloodline type storyline, but you're so fickle, you're so upset because of something that happened last year that you're not allowing to see perfectly. You're not trying to see that vision of what is going on, and I hate that you're not doing that. I hope that you can figure out what is going on with your lives to make that happen, but I digress. I wish you the best of the contract negotiations. Mr. Bloom, I need you to shake them or whatnot and let them know, hey, there's a lot of money here or whatnot, and it can happen. It can most definitely happen. On from that to, of course, Bray Wyatt. I want to talk about Bray Wyatt. I'm a huge fan of Bray Wyatt. I like this style of Bray Wyatt. I just don't like the consistent talking or whatnot. But let's get into, of course, this is from Wrestle Talk as well, WrestleTalk.com. Don't forget, go check out Wrestle Talk. A new update has emerged on WWE star Bray Wyatt about his wrestling absence and heavy speculation about his eventual return. Bray Wyatt has been off TV since before WrestleMania 39 due to a personal illness. Both Bray and Bobby Lashley didn't compete at WrestleMania after a rivalry between the two stars were teased ahead of the show of shows. Wyatt has yet to make a WWE TV return, with rumors swirling around his current status. Per Fight, for the Fightful Select, of course, Wyatt has told several individuals close to him that he's excited to make his return whenever he's able. Fightful also notes that his absence of the absence of course, Uncle Howdy, or if he's portrayed as Bo Dallas, is because Howdy's status is very much tied into Bray Wyatt. So the storyline is that when you see Bray, you see Uncle Howdy, and that's why you haven't seen Uncle Howdy as well. The nature of Bray Wyatt's illness has been unclear, with Wyatt spotted in public by several fans ahead of WrestleMania, following rumors about potential return of the former WWE star. Recently teased an alliance. Hopefully we will get an alliance. Hopefully we'll get a little faction going with them. I keep hearing the Wyatt 6 or the Wyatt 7. That would be very interesting. I am just very happy that he's okay. I know he's been going through a lot of personal illness. It is what it is. It is a crazy ride being a wrestler. Other than you trying to make sure that your physical body can stand and withhold everything. Not only that, but you also have your issues with your personal. You got to get your personal health right as well. I mean, on with social media, people crapping on you when you're walking out of the airport. I know it's a lot of stuff that happens, not only with them, but people of high stature. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, goodness gracious, I can only fathom what the half or the tenth of what they go through. But when he comes back, hopefully he is of sound mind, and full of positive energy. I'm going to give as much positive energy to this young man. He is a great talent, a great generational talent. One-time world champion, one-time universal champion. I mean, what more can you say about this? I would have loved to see him and Bobby Lashley go at it, but once again, the first thing I tell anybody about wrestling is always take care of your health first, and number two, get your money. But number one, always get your health first or whatnot. Much love to Bray Wyatt, much love to Uncle Howdy, much love to all of the people that are going through that situation as well. I'm sending nothing but positive energy that way. All right, so let's get on from that. Let's get on to, of course, the Smackdown show. I thought it was a very interesting show. The ending was very lackluster to me, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But of course, this is night one of the draft, and it did not disappoint. I will say that hands down, it did not disappoint. So first, let's get into it. Of course, Triple H comes out. He is the first person to give out round one of the of course, draft or whatnot. And since it is Roman Reigns, of course, they were going to be number one. After that, he did say that the world title now will be exclusive to Monday Night Raw. So number two, of course, everybody knew who was going to be the first draft for Raw. That is Cody Rhodes. Number three, which is SmackDown, that went to Bianca Belair. Okay, so Bianca Belair is now moving from Raw to SmackDown. After that, we get Raw. Raw gets Becky Lynch, and that was the end of round one. After that, we get the Usos. The Usos, once again, they are pretty much playing the exact same promo that we're going to make sure that we take these titles home, bring them to the Bloodline, and we are dedicating this match to the Tribal Chief. Outcomes, of course, the tag team champions, which is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They're talking about, are you serious? This is not making any sense about what you're talking about. You're dedicating a match not to yourself, but to the Tribal Chief. And don't you think that sounds kind of weird? don't you think it's kind of weird that if you don't win, you know there's going to be consequences because you put his name on this match? After that, Kevin Owens was like, look, screw this crap. I'm tired of y'all trying to have these little matches or whatnot, or this stupid promo about trying to help the tribal chief. Look, we're going to win this match. We're going to retain the title by no ands, ifs, or buts about it. So after that, of course, we get a video package of Bianca Belair. She's just saying that she's very happy to be a part of SmackDown once again. She did start her career at SmackDown being the champion there, and she is going to keep that going on. She has had the Raw title for a very long time, very, very long time, almost over a year. So she's just saying that she's going to continue to keep doing what she has to do. I will see what happens with that when it comes to that, her going to Raw, which would be very interesting. I mean, SmackDown, which would be very interesting. After that, we get a Butch versus LA Knight match. Not a lot to go home to on this match. Pretty much, LA Knight was just talking about the draft on one of their exclusive video pages. I'm guessing on Facebook or YouTube, and they ran it, and he ran against the Brawling Brutes, talking about, you know, hey, something, y'all may be broken up or whatnot. Butch, who's gonna feed Butch and all that, and Butch gets upset, and of course they challenge to a match. A very interesting match. I enjoy LA Knight every single night with him. He was about to do a super suplex onto Butch, but that didn't happen. He jumps right back on the top rope and delivers the superplex onto Butch. After that, we get that blunt force trauma finisher by LA Knight for LA Knight to win. That's surprising that LA Knight won. Please keep this going, you guys. LA Knight needs to continuously win for him to be a world champion. I do see him going to Raw, so he does need to keep those wins, keep those W's going, you guys. After that, we get a Usos discussing with Paul Heyman that they're going to win. Paul Heyman says, y'all need to win. You put all this on the line. The bloodline is on the line. If you do not win, of course, he looks at Solo Sikoa and he says, this will be your night. And he was the Usos were not looking, but Solo Sikoa was like, yeah, of course. After that, we get Michael Hayes and Rob Van Dam. Apparently, Rob Van Dam's card is upside down, so he remembered everything, or the card was upside down and the stuff was right there. It was not good. So after that, we get the round two. Round two, SmackDown gets the Street Profits, which is pretty good. I liked it that. And after that, Raw, they grab Imperium. They get Ludwig Kaiser, Gunther, and Giovanni Vinci. So they get those three. SmackDown grabs Edge. And Raw keeps Matt Riddle on the brand, on the red brand. So after that, that was the end of round two. Now, after that, we get the new members of SmackDown, which is the Street Profits. They just came in and just, you know, I knew for a fact that they were going to win, but we do get a triple threat between Ricochet, Braun Strowman, and the LWO, Legado El Fantasma. We get that match. Of course, the Street Profits win with a beautiful frog splash. But before that, we got a lot of suicide dives, lots of swantons off the top rope. It was a crazy, crazy match. But what was funny was that Braun Strowman grabbed the neck of Ricochet and like, dude, chill. But he was like, no, I got you, bro, I got you. And he throws him into the outside where everybody fell apart. I thought that was pretty funny. But the Street Profits did win. They get on the mic saying that, of course, we are back home, and of course they want the smoke. So after that, we get, of course, a video package with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Damian Priest was challenged to a match by Bad Bunny on a street fight at, of course, next week on Backlash or whatnot. So after that, we get JBL and Teddy Long. They are the next presenters. They are round 3. SmackDown has chose Bobby Lashley to be part of SmackDown. No, Raw gets Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is back on the red brand. After that, SmackDown gets OC. They get all of OC. Of course, they get the Good Brothers. They get Mia M and your boy, who we have not seen since injury. Your boy, the greatest, AJ Styles, is on now SmackDown again. He is the face that runs the place. He is the person who built SmackDown. I cannot wait to see what happens with that situation. After that, we get The Miz. The Miz is going to stay on Raw. I don't care. But anyway, let's keep going. We get Selena Vega versus Sonya Deville. Selena Vega needs to prove herself, of course, tonight for her to face your girl, Rhea Ripley, for the SmackDown Women's title. Not a lot to go home by in this match. Selena Vega was pretty much destroyed on this match. Really, really bad showing by her. I do love Selena Vega. I think she's a very beautiful young lady. Keep her as a manager or whatnot, because this is just... I love Selena Vega. I do. I think she's to me, I think she's the most beautiful woman on the roster. Like, out of all the women on the roster, I think Selena Vega is the beautifulest. Is that a word? I don't know. But, I think she needs to stay as a manager or put her back in some type of training for her to be a better wrestler, because this match was brutal. Sonya Deville destroyed this young lady. And eventually she does get the roll-up, Selena Vega, to win the match. But after that, we get Rhea Ripley. She attacks Selena Vega. She headbutts Sonya Deville. Chelsea Green attempts to get in the ring. Rhea looks at her. Sonya Green gets back out the ring and just sits on the commentator desk like she ain't trying to get back in that ring. She's like, I'm good. But that was the end of that situation. And it, like I said, though, we get, but she turns back around. Selena grabs her, I think it was a nice DDT or whatnot, it was a crazy DDT, flinging Rhea over and rolling out or whatnot, showing that Selena did stand tall. But after that, we get Selena and Rey Mysterio with Santos Escobar, just talking about that, yeah, she is the underdog. Of course, she's the underdog. And what she's saying is that, what Ray is saying is that I've been the underdog my whole life, but I'm a 2-time world champion. So if I can do it, if I have the heart and the mind to do it, I guarantee you will leave Puerto Rico as the women's world champion. After that, we get the OC. The OC comes out just saying that, they were about to talk, but out comes the jobber group, the group that is trash beyond trash, the Viking Raiders. So AJ says, well, this is what we'll do, because it's 4 of us and it's 3 of y'all. So AJ gingerly walks to the edge of the ring, gets on the top. He said, OC, handle your business. And OC most definitely handled their business, beating the shit out of this jobber horrible group that has been destroyed since day one, the Viking Raiders. I like this group. Please let this group be a heel. Please let it be a heel. So they do the Magic Killer on one of the members of the Viking Raiders, and they are just saying that, we are here and we just started. I love the OC. Please let this group be a great group. I am smelling trios titles. Anyone? Trio titles. Come on, bring some trio titles over to the WWE or whatnot. The 4th and final round is Shawn Michaels and the Road Dogg Jesse James. The 4th round will be, of course, SmackDown. SmackDown will be Damage Control. They are going to the SmackDown brand. Raw will get Shinsuke Nakamura. He is going to the red brand. I think that's going to be a good addition to them. After that, we get We get SmackDown. SmackDown, now we get into the crazy part where I literally lost it. Well, you guys, I lost it because one of my group members, L'Oreal, said it will be so funny if Indy actually goes to main roster. And this was the funny part about it. SmackDown gets Elba Fire and Nyla Dunn, and Raw gets Indy Hartwell. If you don't know who any of these people are, Elba Fire and Nyla Dunn are the women's NXT Tag Champions. Indy Hartwell is the women's NXT World Champion. So it was just funny that we seen the face of your boy HBK just down in the dumps because of what happens. But once again, this is how it works. Everybody is available to be drafted to any brand. I thought that was very interesting. I enjoyed that. We get a Shinsuke Nakamura promo, or an attempt on Shinsuke Nakamura promo before he started to get into the conversation. We get Karrion Kross attacking, beating the living shit out of Shinsuke Nakamura, saying, you know, it is what it is, TikTok. After that, we get the Usos and, of course, Solo Sikoa. And them, of course, we get this craziness about what's going to happen with that situation if they do not win. He looks at, of course, Solo Sikoa again saying, this is your night, of course. So we get the match between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Usos. This is the WrestleMania rematch. And when I tell you this match was not even close to what we saw at WrestleMania, it was not even close to what we saw at WrestleMania. Not even close or whatnot. We got a lot of super kick parties by the Usos. Lots and lots of super kicks. Like, that's all I got on my notes right here. Just like all I got on my notes is just super kicks. Tons and tons of super kicks. A lot of Sammy was not in this match a lot. So a lot of what was getting those super kicks were Kevin Owens. So we get on the side where we see Paul Heyman on the phone with Roman Reigns. He's looking at Solo. He's saying, yes, it is time. So Solo is on his way to the ring. And in my brain, I don't know in y'all brain, but in my brain, I'm thinking that the Tribal Chief is not caring about those titles or the Usos anymore. And Solo was gonna go and just end their miserable lives and boot them over to Raw. That's what I thought in my brain that was going to happen. But that didn't happen. We do get Matt Riddle attacking Solo Sikoa from behind. So we don't get Solo Sikoa, but we do get a crazy stunner followed by the Halula kick and them retaining the titles, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. After that, between the Solo and your boy Matt Riddle, Solo's almost to the ring after they get that win. So that was the end of that. We don't know what will happen on Monday. I'm guaranteed the first round will probably be the Usos. It guaranteed to be the Usos. And I will talk about it a little bit. I thought that the draft was very innovative. I thought it was very fun. I will talk a little bit more about it on the tag in. That will be probably my two. No, it won't be my 2 cents. It will actually be the tag in segment. We'll talk about, of course, what's going on with the draft and my little critique on that situation. But let's get on to Rampage. And when I tell you this is going to be a quick 5-minute thing, it will be a quick 5-minute thing. The only two matches that were quite deserving were the first and the last match. We got Juice Robinson and Jay White versus Ricky Starks and Shawn Spears. It was a very fun match. I enjoyed the match. Not a lot of Ricky in this match. They did kind of single out Shawn Spears, eventually getting put in the sling blade by Jay White on Spears for them to win the match. Ricky Starks is truly upset about the situation, and he attacks Jay White. After that, we get Juice. Juice is pulling him off of Jay White, and that's where he starts attacking Juice. They both get out of there, and they win the match and call it a day with that one. That was probably the best match of the night, you guys. After that, we get, of course, we get the Hardys and Hook backstage interview. There, we don't know when the compound match was supposed to be, but they're looking for Isaiah Cassidy, which they haven't seen since since Dynamite. So apparently, the firm does have Isaiah, and they have him with Big Bill, having him about to attempt to do a choke slam, and they're saying that we're gonna have the combine match at, of course, their area or the Hardy compound. They're gonna have that match Friday, and they said that if we do not have this match Friday, Isaiah's going to get it. So they do agree to it. Big Bill does a huge choke slam off some type of huge raptor, and they show Isaiah on the ground, bloody and destroyed. They are now looking to go find Isaiah and get him some medical attention. After that, we get the Naturalist Dustin Rhodes versus Keith Lee versus Brady Pierce and Charlie James. We get those names, jobber names. We get a Spirit Bomb and the win by Keith Lee and Dustin Rhodes. After that, at the end of that match, we get the Mogul Embassy on the ring. They're just showing that, we see you and we're looking to get you. Of course, we still have a long history between, of course, Swerve and Keith Lee. So we'll see what happens with that situation. After that, we get an interview between Ty Conte and Sammy Guevara. Ty is very upset about the situation with, of course, MJF using Sammy Guevara to get some type of crazy win at the main event of Double or Nothing. Ty is like, this is not you. You have all the money. I don't understand why you want to just sit down and do this. You say you want to be champion, then damn it, prove it. And they are married, so of course you want your significant other to give you as much of that as possible to get you what you need. So that was a great segment with Ty Conte and Sammy Guevara. The only 3 spots on there that was good. After that, we get Anna Jay versus another jobber. This is Ashley Dubois. This was not a good match at all. Anna Jay just chokes her out, and that was the end of that. The lights go out, and it was Julia Hart. They start attacking one another. I'm guessing Anna Jay is the face, Julia Hart is the heel, but, every time Julia Hart comes out, she gets destroyed by Anna Jay. So I don't know how this is going to work. It is what it is. But after that, we get a Outcast backstage video package where, of course, that Britt Baker is going to face Saraya on Dynamite this Wednesday. They all have t-shirts of Britt Baker with a black eye, and they're just waiting. They don't care. They don't care about what happened to her. They don't care what happened to Adam Cole. They just want, of course, the Outcast to get that title off of your girl, Jamie Hayter. Happy belated birthday to Jamie Hayter as well. After that, we get the Acclaim and Daddy Ass versus, we didn't even get the names of these people, which is more jobbers. One ran on and got attacked. The other one got Bigfooted in the ring. The other one wanted to get scissored, but he got destroyed by the Arrival. No, first he got put in the Famouser. After that, he got put in the Arrival, and the mic drop for them to win the match. That was the end of that, you guys. After that, we get the main event, which is Cash Wheeler versus Jay White. I mean, not Jay White. Jay Lethal. Lots of shenanigans with this match. It was a decent match until the shenanigans came in. I don't know if that's Cash finisher, but it was really fun to see where he put him on his back and his face first into the canvas. We were about to get a 1-2-3, but Sanjay Dutt does get in the ring, messing up the count. So we get Jay Lethal pushing Cash into Mark Briscoe I'm sorry, you guys, it was a burp. Of course, Jay Lethal to put the lethal injection in. I keep saying interjection, but it's injection onto Cash for him to win the match. Mark comes in. He's like, dude, what is going on? I mean, this is just crazy. I would love to see, because both members have beaten FDR, so I guarantee that they are going to get that title shot at Double or Nothing. We do get the end of that. Not a lot to go home to. Rampage has been the thorn in my side for a very long time, and I am truly disgusted by this show. Nobody should be facing jobbers on a 1-hour show. At one time, we had great match after great match after great match on Rampage. That was the point of having Rampage, is not having really a story to continue with. To me, it was a point of just having great wrestling, to show your showcase on great wrestling. Even you had Jon Moxley, who was a champion at the time, wrestling on Rampage. So, I mean, it's truly just baffling on what we see with this situation. I truly loathe, I cringe every time I have to watch Rampage because it's just not good. I hate it. We need some type of change, a time slot change, something that can fix Rampage, but this is just not what's up. Let's get on to the highlight. The highlight of course, the day or the week that was. This is the top 10 of the week that was, of course. Number 10, I'm going to give it to Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett did a great job with this match, of course, and winning the match as well. It was funny because he did beat one of the half of the tag team champions, which made him now the single tag team champion of the world, which is funny. I thought it was pretty funny. After that, we get Orange Cassidy. Great match with Bandito. Also, it was a great match, or ending with that match, giving, of course, Bandito those shades and going to the back and talking to Paquette about, did you see the match? You're like, oh, and just walks away. I thought that was pretty funny. After that, I give number 8 slot to Jay White and, of course, Juice Robinson. That was pretty much the best match of Rampage. The only thing that was worth watching on Rampage. After that, I give number 7 to the Street Profits. Good job to the Street Profits on that really good match between those two. Those three. And, telling that they are here to get the smoke. After that, we get the OC, number 6. I enjoy the OC times 12. They were really fun, innovative. I enjoy that they are a group again with AJ Styles. I am so sorry. Something is in my throat. But anyway, number 5, we give Jay Lethal. I give Jay Lethal second best match of the night. I enjoy Jay Lethal every single time I see him on my screen. Number 4, Jay Cargill. Jay Cargill retaining those titles. Oh, one second. Woo. Okay, I'm back. Woo. That's what happens. I don't know what happened. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, number 10, we had Jeff Jarrett, of course. Jeff Jarrett did a great job. I do mean a great job with the match between Dax Harwood. Really great match. He went above and beyond with this match. Number 9, of course, we have Orange Cassidy. Great job. I'm a huge fan of Orange Cassidy. He's up there. He's up there somewhere or whatnot. Huge fan. Great match with Bandito. After the match, we do get, of course, the shades with Bandito, and he goes and talks to Paquette. And he's like, oh, okay. Goes into that. Jay White and Juice Robinson, number 8. That was probably the best match. It was probably the best match of Rampage, other than all the manure and slop we had with that. After that, we have number 7, which is the Street Profits. Street Profits did a great job of coming to SmackDown and winning their very first match in SmackDown. Number 6, of course, the OC. The OC did a great job, of course, being drafted to SmackDown and also just beating the living shit out of the Viking Raiders and just saying that this is only the beginning. Hopefully, we get a great heel faction with the OC. Number 5 is Jay Lethal. That was the main event of Rampage. I thought it was pretty fun seeing the Jay Lethal and Cash Wheeler match. Just like I said, hopefully we get a match between those two tag teams at, of course, Double or Nothing. Number 4, we get Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill retaining her title and now being, I think, 54-0 now. Being the longest reigning champion and the longest defending champion in AEW history. Number 3, Sammy Guevara going against not one but 2 of the Pillars, winning both of those matches, and now starting to realize that maybe MJF is a dick, you know. So hopefully his wife did get to him, and hopefully we do get a really great match between Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, and MJF at Double or Nothing. Number 2, Kenny Omega and Konosuke Takeshita. Great main event match between the two. Having a great time. Now, the ending was very suspect, with Takeshita trying to stop what was going on. But, you know, we'll see what happens with that situation with Konosuke Takeshita. And, of course, the Blackpool Combat Club. And number 1, of course, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It was not the best of best matches, but they did retain those titles to still be the undisputed World Heavyweight Champions. Tag Champions. So, let's go back. It's going to be Jeff Jarrett, number 10. Orange Cassidy, number 9. Goodness gracious. Number 8, Jay White. Number 7, Street Profits. Number 6, the OC. Number 5, Jay Lethal. Number 4, Jay Cargill. Number 3, Sammy Guevara. Number 3, Kenny Omega and Konosuke. Trust me, I'm not sick. Number 1 is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Those are your top 10s of the week that was. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Don't forget, I did put, of course, the I just have a dry throat. I don't know what's going on. But I'm not sick. I promise you I'm not sick. But anyway, don't forget, I did put the Axe Wrestle Cram feed up on the community tab. Don't forget to go check that out. Put your questions in. Show your boy some love. Last Friday, my goodness. Last Friday, we had a great time. I enjoyed every single minute of you guys having a great time with this situation. Don't forget, have a great time. Have a great time. Ask your questions. Try to stump your boy. I do not mind any of that situation or whatnot. Also, don't forget, I do have a Facebook group page. This is a Wrestle Cram Super Club. Go check them out as well. Tomorrow, you will get, of course, my critique of round 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the draft. You'll get that information as well. My 2 cents, I don't know what it's going to be about right now, but we will get about it, okay? We'll talk about it. We'll see what's going on. The best is truly yet to come, you guys. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, I do apologize for all the coughing. Until next time. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling